Thanks for staying with us. And Bill O'Reilly in the Factor Follow-Up segment tonight promoting ObamaCare. As you may know, a bunch of Hollywood personalities did just that.
Health insurance executives are getting a bad rap.
As the healthcare debate heats up,
we need to remember who the real victims are.
Health insurance executives.
Lydia Cole cuts through the BS.
Are you my contact?
We have a bit of a scandal. She takes seemingly impossible scandals and makes them go poof.
This is my son. He's out of college. He doesn't have any health insurance.
I thought you said this was a scandal.
Under the Affordable Care Act, you'll stay under your parents' plan until you're 26.
Joining us now from Los Angeles, Linda Bloodworth-Thomason, the creator and writer of some very successful TV programs, such as Designing Women. Ms. Bloodworth-Thomason has produced a new documentary entitled Bridegroom. We'll get to that in a moment. First of all, is it wise, in your opinion, for celebrities to promote public policy before they know whether it's going to work or not?
Well, I think, you can't measure your conscience by, how it's going to benefit your career. It's obvious to me that affordable health care is what America needs. We're at the bottom of the rung in the world, and this is outside my wheelhouse, but I know that people in Hollywood are just like people everywhere. The people always talk about the glamorous or crazy or decadent side of Hollywood, but really I've lived here most of my adult life after growing up in a small town in Missouri, and I find that people are pretty much the same. They're decent, they're hardworking, they're patriotic. This is what I find on the film crews of my shows, and they all have pretty much the same wish, which is that their children and their grandchildren will be able to get affordable health care and not just rich kids.
Here's, and I don't disagree with what you're saying, although I think that there is a liberal mindset that is entrenched in Hollywood, and sometimes it is destructive to the nation. Let me give you an example. I submit to you that the people in that commercial don't understand what Obamacare is. They didn't read the law. We don't even believe the president read the law. We know Nancy Pelosi didn't read it. All right? And they don't understand the unintended consequences of what is being imposed on the nation. I also submit to you that people who, many people who object to Obamacare do want a fair, affordable health care system in America. They just want to go about it in a different way. So the question becomes, should uninformed celebrities, should they use their fame to promote something they really don't understand?
Well, I don't think anybody who's uninformed has any business making a documentary or a commercial. And I have to say I'm not up on every aspect of any program the government has, but I do believe what everyone, on quote, my side has been saying, which is, it was very controversial when we first had Social Security. There was a lot of brouhaha over Medicare, and I think in 6 months this will all be history. I don't think you want to throw out this great and noble plan overall just because of some administrative snafus.
No, that would be foolish to do.
No matter how heinous they appear in the beginning.
All right, last question on this, and I'll get to your documentary. Do you understand how Obamacare has harmed the American economy? Do you understand that? Can you tell me how it has?
Well, as far as the American economy goes, Bill, and I had to stay after school in economics, but here's what I do understand, that we are at the very bottom of health care in the world, and if we don't have affordable health care for all Americans,
okay, but there are different ways
we will
to
end
get
up paying
there.
on the other end.
So I'm going to take that, and I want to be respectful to you. I'm going to take that as that you really don't understand the unintended consequence on the economy.
Well, I understand this. I understand that if you don't do something about this problem now, America will end up paying trillions in the end. And I would rather do the right and moral thing that actually accrues to us financially in the end. And that's what I think will eventually happen.
We're close, because I want to do the right and moral thing, but I want to do the smart, intelligent thing so everybody prospers. Okay, your documentary is Bridegroom. All right, you produced it, you directed it, you wrote it. What is the headline of the documentary?
Well, I really, as I said, I grew up in a little town in Missouri, and I grew up in a place, it was a place where nobody talked about being gay. It occurred to me that nobody really knows what it is exactly that they're opposing, the people who are against gay marriage. And I wanted to show a quintessential gay love story. And I was lucky enough to come across this love story, a very tragic love story, but I think it illustrates that love is love. and it doesn't matter who's doing the loving. It illustrates that we all have a right to be who we are and love who we love, and we have to stop torturing our kids and allowing them to jump off of bridges and hang themselves in closets.
All right. The documentary is available tomorrow on Amazon, iTunes. It's already on Netflix. Ms. Bloodworth-Thomason, thanks very much for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill.
Grathammer on deck.